Welcome into the LUTV Sports Desk. I'm Cam Sanderson. Alongside me, Jakolby, Longino. The NFL Draft wrapped up this weekend, and one of the most shocking things we've seen in a very long time was the fall of Shedeur Sanders. Jakolby, talk to me a little about that. Is that something you expected, that big of a fall?
Definitely not. Me personally, I thought he was going to go to the Giants, but they passed on him. And then I thought the Saints was going to grab him. They didn't grab him. And then kind of was just sitting there wondering, where is he going to go? And I thought that the Browns were going to grab him in the second round. They didn't grab him, so it's very questioning on why he fell so low. Because he was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. He's thrown a touchdown in 49 straight games, which is the longest streak in NCAA history. I could keep going on and on about all of his accolades that he's done, and I think he's a phenomenal quarterback, and I feel like no person should be crucified because they're dad.
Yeah, well, what's weird is, it felt like 2 months ago, I kept seeing mock drafts where people would trade up to pick one to grab him. It felt like every mock was like, Sanders is a lock, #1 overall pick. And then as time went on, it was like, well, maybe he'll be second. Well, maybe he'll be third. Well, he might be lower in the first. But I remember talking to someone earlier that day. It's like, man, if they let him fall to the Steelers pick, that's going to be a mistake.
Yeah.
Watching the Browns pass up on him, the Giants pass up on him, Giants trade back into the first. And you see, they cut to, their room where they were celebrating like he had gotten picked. Yeah. They skip on him again. Steelers skip on him. The Browns sit there with the 33rd overall pick, 36th overall pick, starting the second round. I'm like, he's for sure going to be a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah.
We watched 5 quarterbacks get picked before Shedeur Sanders. There's not 5 quarterbacks better than him in college football.
Jalen Murray, no doubt. He's a very good quarterback, but, he's not Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
When you think of Shedeur Sanders, I see him as a true field general. He controls the game. He's showing up in very key moments. I just think about the game against Baylor. When, they were down, they come back, he throws the touchdown to get them in overtime, leads his team down the field to get the win. Travis Hunter helps out with that. And, I feel like he's a proven winner. I feel like everything he does, he does it at a very high standard. And I think because of who his dad is, I feel like a lot of people don't think he's able to, do it in the NFL because he has been coached by his dad. But one thing I say is his dad's not the one out there throwing the football. His dad's not the one out there making the reads. So I feel like you have to give him some type of credit because his dad's not the one out there doing it.
Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of people picked above him that probably shouldn't. I have a lot of respect for Jalen Milroe, a lot of respect for Cam Ward. So those guys aren't really people I've argued against. But, seeing a guy like Dylan Gabriel get up there,
yeah, the
Browns felt like, we should take a chance on him before they took a chance on Shedeur. I thought that was ridiculous. One of the storylines that came out of this whole thing, though, was, Deion Sanders was their manager.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty clear that might have hurt him. I saw that there were some GMs that were complaining about how he would come into these meetings unprepared. But overall, look, Shiloh goes undrafted. I don't know if he was good enough to get drafted, but he did go undrafted.
Yeah.
And, the guy that was supposed to be an undisputed top 3 pick just 2 months ago falls into the 5th round. That might speak a little bit on it too. Maybe these guys should have went into this process with an actual manager instead of just, leaning on their dad.
Well, if your dad's Deion Sanders and, he's been here, he's done it all, I would listen to him too. I feel like Shedeur made that very clear during the entire draft process, and I feel like his dad hasn't steered him wrong yet, so I feel like in his eyes, his dad was steering him in the right direction, which I still believe he is. And I feel like Cleveland picking Shedeur, I think that's going to be one of the better picks they probably ever made. Same thing I'll say with, Tom Brady and the Patriots. Nobody really kind of thought that Tom would be who he is, and I feel like the NFL is going to regret letting Shedeur Sanders slide that far.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, thank you, Jakolby. And thank you for watching LUTV Sports. For more content from LUTV News, make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.